Yay, we're live.
Yay.
Hello.
Hello, even though I can't really see because the sun's in our eyes.
Yes,
but
so
that's okay.
we trust that you can see us.
Yes.
So I've got another curly question
Is
for
it?
Wendy because we
Oh,
were talking
gosh.
about her being you class coming up soon, and
Yes.
one of the biggest, and it's something that we don't have a real definition for. What's being you? Does that matter? Why does that
Yeah.
even, like, why would you care? But one of the biggest gifts it's been for me is getting that I don't have to be consistent, because I'm one person, Wendy, and you know me.
Yeah.
I've changed careers so often. I'll be really into something for a while and then I'll be done with it, and I'm constantly changing things in my life, and for so long I judged that as wrong because we're supposed to figure out the career we want, the partner we want, the house we want, and the blah blah blah. But I was always changing my mind. Like, I used to joke I could never get a tattoo because as soon as I'd have it, I'd want a different tattoo.
You'd want a different
Yeah, I'd be like, oh no, I've just found something else that I would rather have, but now it's permanent. Now I can't get rid of it. So, but I judge myself, and I know I'm not the only person who has.
No, you're not. You're definitely not. And it's like, it's that one of like what, well, with the original question we had about, like, well, people say, well, what is being you? But what if being you was an ongoing creation? Like what if it was an ongoing different choices, different choices all the time, and that's actually growing you, empowering you. And what if there is no right or wrong choice? And until you make the choice anyway, you're not going to know whether it's going to work out or not work out anyway. So why not just make the choice,
keep choosing,
and just keep following the energy? But everywhere that we actually seem to, like, stop ourselves because it may not be, because we're really functioning from this inner state of wrongness. So what if we could change that? And that's what being used about. It's actually giving you a freedom of, like, hey, there's all these other possibilities available here. Do you want to come and find it?
And you don't have to stick to one, because that was like my thing. I used to be like, oh well, I'm really into this, and I'm really into this, and maybe I could have two careers, but I've really got to pick one and stick to it. And then I'd be like, right, I think I finally found it, and then I'd find that I'm done, and I'd be like, oh god, now I've got to find something else that fits or whatever. And I just realised that's such a crazy.
Well, yeah, it is. And
way of trying to live when you're not like that at all.
No, and how much does it actually just stop? When I think of all the different, like, I started off with nursing, and then I did beauty therapy, and then I did kinesiology, and then I did reflexology, and then it's just like, but each time, each different one added to my world and my life. And so many people, they find something and they think, oh, okay, that's it now. But you don't have to throw all the others out, because they're all little increments that make who you be.
Yeah.
And we're all so different. So why don't you just like yourself and have fun?
Yeah. And what if and I'm like, what if you're calling? Because I used to be like, I have to find my purpose, I have to find my calling, like it's this one penultimate thing, you get to the mountain and suddenly you'll be enlightened and everything will be perfect. And it's like, actually, as a being, nothing's ever perfect because nothing's ever complete.
No.
And this is like, if you have ever judged yourself for being inconsistent, if you've ever been like, I was supposed to find my calling but I can't figure out what it is, if that's been something that's really up in your universe, why not, like, consider the possibility of the being you adventure?
Oh yeah, it's an adventure.
Because it is an adventure of living, and it gives you the tools to get out of judgment. And I mean, Wendy's great with this. Getting you out of judgment and realizing you have so many more choices and more possibilities than maybe anyone ever told you was okay or acceptable, or how the world was supposed to be. So if the world, the way it's supposed to be, isn't working for you, and it's not making you happy, and it's actually making you judge yourself more, I'm like, oh look, all the sunlight's just all over my face.
It's just coming in on both of us. And it is, and I mean, it's a choice, and I mean, it's an availability, and I know it just has brought so much ease, joy and glory to my world, because it's just lightened things up. And
oh, you mean you can have fun? It's not a serious business.
I know.
I don't believe you, Wendy. I don't believe you.
Anyway, we're having fun, and and the magic of the magic of the class is so cool as well, because it's encouraging us to be able to be more visible and stand up and talk to you guys, or maybe put a question in your world that might inspire you. So, and we really don't have a point of view about it, but we just want to be that invitation for you. Have fun.
What if this conversation was a contribution, even if it just got you thinking, or maybe I'm not as messed up as I thought I was?
Maybe it's not as fucked up as everyone think, as what I think I am, or something.
Yes.
not as what everyone else thinks, as what I might think of myself.
Cool.
Okay, cool.
Thanks, Wendy.
Bye.
See you guys.
Thanks,
Bye.